Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. Today we are checking in with the bee animal spirit and finding out what message it has for you. I'm really excited about this reading because ever since I was a little kid, I have loved insects of all kinds. The creepier, the crawlier, the better to observe. Don't ever love them in my home, but I love to just see them. Even if I'm a little freaked out by them or how they fly or how they move or how they make noise, there's something that I've always found really fascinating about insects. So I'm excited for this reading. We'll see if you also get excited for this reading. We'll get into our prayer and then we'll get into our reading. Divine Alchemist, angels and archangels, well ancestors for my highest good, well ancestors for the viewer's highest good, be animal spirit. We invite you in at this time and we thank you so much for your continued presence on our journeys and in our lives. Thank you for consistently being so willing to support us whenever we ask about anything that we need and anything that we ask about. Be animal spirit, please support this reading in coming through exactly as you mean for it to. May I be a clear channel to receive your messages and to offer them to the viewer in ways that are easily digestible. May the viewer's discernment be sharp and clear and their focus be true so that they can align with what resonates with them and feel that resonance and feel that alignment and trust it. And may they be able to recognize very clearly and very quickly what does not resonate, what is not for them. And may they be able to let that go, to release it, to not attach to it, because whatever doesn't resonate for them is likely for someone else. May my discernment also be sharp and clear. And may I speak the things that you offer to me and nothing extra. May I please receive support in taking my time, in channeling in a way that feels good to my body and my mind. And I thank you all so much for this gift, for this opportunity, and for this time that I and the viewer get to align in this space at this time, wherever they are as they're reading this, whatever they're listening to this, if they're watching this, whatever time that this finds them, may it be the right time for them. Thank you for all that you have done, all that you're currently doing, and all that you're going to do in support of these intentions. Ashe. The bee. Let's go, bee. The bee is earnest, hardworking, and democratic. Democratic feels like a funny word considering, politics in America. But I digress. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties all at once. Since bees are artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe, and then they sting. When this energy is out of balance, you may be feeling very annoyed. I feel like annoying is one of the favorite words of anyone with Pisces placements to describe how overwhelming it feels to be so sensitive to all the subtleties of life and to be undervalued, unappreciated in their artistry, their creativity, their hard work, and how much they bring to relationships and institutions and work environments. And it always like tickles me to hear someone say the way that this world works is just annoying, because it still feels so kind to say that it's annoying. They could say everything is shit. They could say people suck. They could say the world is falling apart. And sometimes folks do feel or say or think these things, and maybe they do, even when they're calling things annoying. But there's something about that word that feels generous. So, when out of balance, everything feels annoying. And when out of balance, you're feeling overworked. To bring this energy into balance, a mini vacation. You just gotta rest. Just need some you time. I love that. That could be very easy. That could be accessible. When in balance, you're feeling content, active, and vibrant. Ooh, yeah. So this makes sense. Pisces energy right here. Determination with the fish. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That connection right there. That was really cool. Oh. So this is going to take me a little while, because while it has the word up here, like on these cards, and it has a picture of an animal, and I'm like, okay, those are fish. In the book, it goes in alphabetical order by the animal, but there's no glossary for all the animals, and I just went through the F's and there's no fish. So settle in, maybe sip a beverage if you got one. I'm gonna find whatever this is in due time. I'm gonna take our time. Just going one at a time. There are cards in here I've never pulled. I haven't pulled yet. This is cool to see. Ah, so they're not in the book as fish, they're in the book as salmon. That makes sense, I guess. I wouldn't know that those were salmon. I don't know what salmon look like. But I guess we're all finding out together right now today. This must be what salmon look like. Except these look a little prettier with all their etchings. Salmon, determination. This card represents determination and steadfastness. Salmon are migratory fish who spawn in freshwater, journey to the ocean, and then swim the long and difficult return upstream to their spawning ground, where they procreate and die. I had to say it like that because it just sounded so intense and a little sad. Maybe it's not sad to them. Maybe it's just their life cycle. Their path home is treacherous, with predators such as birds, bears, and anglers standing in their way. Salmon often symbolize wisdom, the cycle of the year, and the renewal of the world. The salmon perseveres despite all the obstacles they face. So this card is also a card of hard-won achievement and willpower in the face of great odds. The salmon card represents a marathon. This card is reassuring you that you're on the right path, even though it may seem treacherous. and is urging you to stick by your convictions. The salmon's ability to find their way home may imbue this card with a feeling of return, navigation, and finding one's way back to a place of acceptance. The shadow reading of this card is about feeling lost on your path. It says, oftentimes we take new pathways, streams, and rivulets, I like that word, and they seem like a new direction altogether. So you might end up feeling lost or like you've made a bad decision. Try not to focus on the feeling of deviation and instead focus on the journey. All rivers lead back to the sea, eventually. Wow. So it kind of feels like the reading's already done in a way. We have hard work, determination, steadfastness, being on a journey, deviating from where you thought you were going to go. And, I imagine you're deviating because there's so many predators, there's so many obstacles in your path, there's so many. If you were to just go the original way that you thought, it would probably be a lot harder for you. You want to flow. You want to fly. You want to flow and swim like the salmon. You want to fly like the bee. So obstacles are not really super helpful in those processes. We have the Eight of Wands, so there's a lot of quick moving energy. So I'm sensing with the Three of Pentacles that this has something to do with your career, your praxis, your creativity, and or intimacy in your life. It could be the intimacy that you have with your creativity or with your work. There is this invitation to move boldly in the direction of your affections and the direction of your desires. Ace of Pentacles. It's all brand new. The direction that you're going, or the energy that you're bringing to it, or how fast you're going, because you're finding the streams, you're finding the wind currents, you're going the path less traveled, and you're getting there maybe a bit faster. Faster and slower is all subjective, but you're getting there a bit faster, even though it's a detour. The abundance that you seek, that you want, that you desire is connected to these detours, is connected to the journey going in new directions. We have another ace, the Ace of Swords. This creativity, this career growth, this commitment to your creativity, this skill sharing and community building that you're doing, it's like it's forming such new ways of thinking about life for you. It's changing the game in terms of intimacy, love, connection. So while you're the page here, there's also this invitation to sit in a posture of being the emperor. There's a boss energy. So many pentacles. So many pentacles. Your hard work, you're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're feeling the fruits of your labor. It feels both promised and destined, but it also feels like it's happening. Like you can look around at the connections in your life. You can look around at the way that you show up in love with people, with people and towards yourself. You can look at how you're finding currents, you're finding moments You're finding frequencies and flows where you are enjoying the journey, where you're not questioning your journey, where you do feel like you're on the right path. And all of this abundance just kind of surges in front of you and unfolds around you, or your perspective. It's like, have you ever had days when it feels like your life feels brand new because your eyes feel clearer? It feels like you can see how hard you've worked that day, or you can see that there's so much love in your life, or you can see that there's so much possibility. That's what I'm seeing. You're having these moments, you're having these waves, you're having these currents of seeing, of feeling with such depth, with all the sensitivity that you have, with such depth that you're on the right path. You know it like you know your name. You just know. But remember, balance. Slow down. It might be really hard. Those moments when you find the current, go with it. Let the Eight of Wands guide you. Be in the wind current. Be in the undertow. Like, both the water and the air have these like almost like whirlpools, or these flowing patterns that if you get into it, you move a lot faster than you would just with your own energy, exerting your own energy. When it feels like you fall out of the wind current, when it feels like you're no longer in that space of feeling like you're on the right path, this is an opportunity for balance. You get to slow down. You get to lighten your load so you can float. Sometimes it even seems like bees float, just the way that they fly. They just kind of like, almost like hover in midair. They're buzzing, we can hear them, we know that they're working with them wings, but whether it's by air or by sea, there's this invitation to float, to slow down when slowing down is available to you, and to remind yourself that you're on the right path, even when things are moving a bit slower. Okay, your message is feeling complete. So we're going to pause our reading here. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, it's okay. It's okay to take detours. Sending you so much love and so much warmth. And I'll catch you in the future. Bye.